How's it going? Welcome back to our Pokemon Unite video here on YouTube. Pokemon Unite's 1 year anniversary patch has dropped, and it's brought a lot of stuff with it. There are a small number of balance changes. There's a new boss battles game mode that's a co-op team up with your friends to fight bigger boss Pokemon together in this co-op mode. There's a boost emblem system as a new way to customize your Pokemon Unite characters. Let's go ahead and dive right in to talk about these things. If you want my opinions on a specific topic instead of watching the old video, there's going to be chapters down in the video description below if you want to jump to boost emblems or such. But I'm going to start with my thoughts on the balance changes here. So first up, Absol got hit with the Nerf bat a couple of times here. They decreased its damage for both of these, and then they kind of comically improved the hitbox on the first slash and made the hitbox drastically worse on the second slash. And honestly, it looks like the hitbox on the second slash might be bugged looking at footage of this. So if you're someone that plays Night Slash on Absol, you're going to want to keep an eye out for that, I think, because it looks like it might not be working as intended currently. Psycho Cut had all of its damage numbers pulled down. I honestly think a lot of the complaints about Absol were a little bit overblown, but I'll take a bunch of kind of strict nerfs here on the character. Hopefully that'll bring complaining on it back in line. Delphox had a few changes here. First up, it looks like its spells critical hitting is no longer a thing, which I don't think that's super relevant. I think the ideal builds weren't playing Scope Lens anyways, so that'll just take that out of the equation. Fire Spin's chase duration was reduced from 6 seconds to 4.5. Good, thank goodness. 4.5 is still a pretty long time. Honestly, they brought its damage down a little bit. Looks like they upgraded the damage on Fire Blast here, which is sweet. I think this is a good change. This makes the change of the character overall a side grade. They pulled power out of one place and added it to another with Fire Blast and Fire Blast Plus, both going up. And then Flame Charge had its increased movement speed, duration made better, and then the range detection for summoning fireballs made better. So perhaps with the Fire Spin nerf and Fire Blast increases and changes to Flame Charge, Fire Blast plus Flame Charge is a super viable build for that character. We'll have to check that out for sure. Up next, we got some much needed changes to Blissey. Safeguard had its cooldown increased by an entire second, which is a big deal, and the amount it shields by was reduced. So if you haven't been following Pokemon Unite's competitive 5-stack play, Safeguard Blissey was kind of omnipresent on basically every good team. I'm not sure that this will necessarily change that dynamic, but it will give people some pause to consider other options for that slot. It also made a little bit worse of a tank. The stun duration and damage from Egg Bomb was reduced for the second time. They know Zeraora exists! Look at this! Discharge goes from 12 seconds down to 10. The damage goes up a little bit. The damage goes up a little bit. And we now get our Unite move at level 9. Now, it is worth noting that this character still doesn't learn Discharge until level 8 and doesn't get its first attack grade until level 6. So I'll be interested to see, is this small change plus its Unite move happening a little bit sooner enough to pull Zera back into competitive relevance, or at least solo queue relevance? Definitely something we're going to explore in highlights here. And then they gave my boy some strict upgrades here. So we got a little bit of extra HP. Looks like at the very top level, we gained 100 HP at level 15 with actual 0 gained at the start of it. So very small increased HP, but again, strictly better than before. We'll take it. Bubble gained a little bit of extra damage at the start. Aqua Tail gained a little bit of extra damage here, it looks like. I don't know if this is enough to make me want to change from playing Aqua Tail or playing Whirlpool to Aqua Tail, but Aqua Tail users are now strictly better. The healing was increased a little bit. And then Play Rough. This is one for me. I love Play Rough on Azumarill. This ratio is a big increase. So not only did Play Rough get a big damage boost here at the per level, the base, and the ratio, but the cooldown also went down a second and a half. So you're going to get to move around the map more frequently with this more consistently, which is awesome. Cramorant appears the collision detection and placement for dive obstacles was improved and will no longer shoot you over large obstacles. So this sounds like a bug fix slash make sense change. So ultimately a little bit of a nerf, it sounds like, as well. Looks like that's it for balance changes. I was honestly kind of expecting a little bit bigger balance patch with it being the 1 year anniversary and all, but we did also get Glaceon added in this patch is noteworthy as well, so I'm sure that's going to change the meta game also. Kind of sad to not see any changes happen to Hoopa. It looks like we're still going to be in the competitive 5-stack must-play Hoopa type setup, and yeah, that's as far as Hoopa goes. All right, let's talk about boost emblems. First off, what are boost emblems? So I've opened a number of boost emblems, and here's an example of a boost emblem loadout here. I think the first and most important thing to talk about with these boost emblems are they are not strict upgrades to your characters. So you can see here, this 10 emblem loadout that I have saved here has not only stat increases, but also small stat decreases. So a lot of these emblems give you a bonus as well as a negative. And they also have these colors attached to them. And we can click over here and see you get a bonus based on how many of a color that you have. So you're kind of encouraged, I think, in an optimal sense to have 6 of one and 4 of another potentially, but there's also some that have 3, 5, and 7 bonuses. So perhaps you're looking to pair color combinations where you pair a 6 with a 4 and then you pair 2 5s or a 3 and a 7, depending on what kind of bonus you're looking for. It is worth noting, it looks like the color bonuses are the biggest, most relevant thing about these boost emblems. So most notably in this loadout, I have 6 green, so I'll get plus 4% special attack and plus 4% special defense with these emblems that I've chosen. It's also worth noting that this loadout is really far from optimal, and the thing that's going to cause a lot of contention with boost emblems, I think, isn't the fact that they give you a way to customize your character. Customizing your character with this style of system seems really sweet and interesting, and allowing you to do lots of different builds. The kind of awkward, problematic part with the system is how you get them. So if we look in here at the boost emblems, you'll see there are a lot of them in here, and there's varying quality. So I've opened a couple of silver caliber ones, and you can merge silvers into gold and bronze into silver, and apparently you aren't always successful when you try to merge them 100% of the time. So it's unclear to me if you merge them and it fails, do you lose the ones you were trying to merge, or do you just spend the extra currency? Usually these are just a coin sink, because you can see here it costs 100 coins, but I haven't currently opened 3 of a kind in order to test how the upgrading works exactly. How do you get more of these? Well, it looks like I was kind of rewarded for the fact that I've sat on my energy rewards for forever just because there was nothing in there that I wanted. So the boost emblems come out of the gotcha machine. So there's still fast items in here as an option, but alternatively, you can get just boost emblems. You pick here between boost emblems and fast items, and then you exchange your energy tank rewards. It's also worth noting that even if you were someone like me who had 300 plus of these saved up from just not using them, you can only cash in 30 per day. So I'm going to be cashing in 30 per day for the next 2 weeks or so as I play and collect more of them to get a bunch of boost emblems, but it does mean that people that don't have a bunch of these saved up are going to be behind in terms of boost emblems from the start. I would be interested to see what community feedback looks like on these. I'd love to know your feedback if you play Pokemon Unite down below. It feels like, my gut says this feels like it's a step backwards from the initial, Pokemon Unite had pretty big pay to win backlash when it first released with the item upgrade system and tickets, and then they kind of walked that back, giving everybody 3 free level 30 item upgrades, and then kind of throwing tickets and item enhancers at people endlessly. And I wonder if we're going to see some kind of walk back or change of initial boosts with these. I think one thing that maybe I would like to see at a minimum, if they want to keep this gotcha style thing, there's varying qualities of these, and you need multiple bronze to upgrade to silver. I think at a minimum, they should probably just start every account with a full 99 bronze boost emblems, and let the energy machine be the way you farm upgrades for them. If you want that to be kind of your ticket slash upgrade things, but I think at a minimum they need to give everyone all of one of each of the bronze emblems to start. And then honestly, similar to how they gave us level 30 upgrade for 3 items, I think they should probably give you 10 free gold upgrades. Just the same thought process as with the item enhancers. You get 1 free loadout at complete max, and then you need to farm the rest of it from there. So I think one of the two things, they should, or both, they should give everybody all of the bronze ones to start, or they should let you pick 10 to get to gold so you can have one optimal loadout for the character type that you like playing to begin with. I think in a perfect world they would do both. Even, there's 99 of these things, so even if they gave you all 99 to start and you got 10 gold ones to start, there's still 89 that you need to upgrade to gold that you can chase on the gacha and spend Eos coins to upgrade, and would add a little bit of less unfair I'm behind feeling that the system seems like it's going to have to start. But at any rate, if you have thoughts on this, let me know in the comment section down below. Would love to hear from you. I'll be streaming Pokemon Unite at the end of my Twitch segment today, so if you want to watch some live Unite stuff as I try Glaceon for the first time, be sure to drop by it later this afternoon, probably about 3:30 Central Time, maybe a little bit later than that. I'm doing an extra long stream today, and look tomorrow here on the YouTube channel for a Glaceon highlight. We'll probably have those for the next few days as we try out different item loadouts and skill combinations of that. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you back real soon here, hopefully.